Already the visit of Chelsea to Anfield was being talked about as a crucial match in the English Premier League. Chelsea arrived just 2 points behind the leaders Arsenal, while Liverpool couldn't afford to lose more ground in the title race. Roy Evans' talented side, who promised so much, were stuttering once again at the highest level. Numerous Liverpool absentees didn't help their cause. Jamie Redknapp, Øyvind Leonardsen, Mark Wright and Dominic Matteo were all missing. A 17-year-old youngster by the name of Michael Owen was on the bench. Player-manager Ruud Gullit named himself as one of Chelsea's substitutes. French international Frank Leboeuf was suspended. Mark Hughes returned in attack. It promised to be an engaging fixture, and there was a real belief, certainly from the travelling contingent, that Chelsea could come away with a positive result. Traditionally, though, Anfield was a far from happy hunting ground for them. The Blues had won just 5 times in 54 visits. Your match commentator is John Champion.
As always, a high-octane, and David Ellery is pointing to the mark on the pitch, which we now have, which shows how far 10 yards is from the corner flag. Di Matteo. Not really a threat to David James's goal. Chelsea beaten just once in their last 7 English Premier League games. And of course won 2-0 at Slovan Bratislava on Thursday in the Cup Winners' Cup. 4-0 on aggregate, they go through. And next they face Tromsø. And immediately bowled out to Steve McManaman. Oh, Lombard could be in trouble here. It's going to be a yellow card. The first of the game issued by the Harrow schoolmaster, David Ellery. No attempt to play the ball. And Bernard Lombard, the signing from Bordeaux, has his name taken. There's Riedler! That's his speciality, and it drew a good save from De Hoey. Man who scored twice earlier this year in the Champions League final. His final appearance for Borussia Dortmund. De Hoey away. Oh, Fowler! And still, weak shot. Oh. Chelsea got men back between Fowler and De Hoey's goal. Ince. Looking for Patrick Berger. Lasso beaten by the bounce. And De Hoey beaten by Berger. Really nicely taken. Lasso left red-faced. But this player of undeniable talent from the Czech Republic, Patrick Berger, has lobbed Liverpool in front. Roy Evans up off the bench. Wise. Oh, down goes Farmer. It's play on, and Zola can equalise here. Now there'll have to be an inquest, because Liverpool certainly stopped. Even Zola had a couple of looks back at the referee, because Mark Hughes seemed to take out Bjorn Tore Kvama, and that left Zola unopposed. David Ellery saw nothing wrong and has allowed the goal to stand. Look, Zola was expecting a whistle, which never came. And then all he had to do was make sure the goalkeeper committed himself, keep his own feet, and roll it into an untended net. McManaman. Oh, blocked off by Lombard, who has already been cautioned, and David Ellery is not in the mood to show any mercy. Chelsea are down to 10. Similar offence to the first one, and the player manager is going to have to come on. There will need to be a sacrifice here, because Hullet will come on and play at the back. Second cautionable offence by Bernard Lambourd. And it's Zola who gets the pat on the back from Graham Rix. He's withdrawn to allow Ruud Hullet to come on. The ultimate team man. So it's Newcastle and third placed Arsenal. There's Fowler! Jones played it in. Fowler made a good run, couldn't control the header. McManaman. Bjørneby. And again, sticking to Bjørneby. Berger! It's as crisply taken a goal as you'll see. Super interplay involving McManaman and Bjørneby down the left. First time hit with what is supposed to be Patrick Berger's weaker foot. He and Liverpool have scored twice. £3.25 million from Borussia Dortmund. Made a real impact at Euro 96, that's where scored 2 against Chelsea here last season in a 5-1 romp. Chelsea, but Liverpool lead at the break by 2-1 here at Anfield. Change by Liverpool. Rob Jones has a calf strain, and so Jason McAteer is on for the start of the second half. Riedler and Fowler get Liverpool underway. Now attacking the Kop end. There's McAteer. Fowler. Mark of respect between Fowler and Wise. Use of the chest. The shot was a bit wayward in the end. Steve McManaman, driving one. Comfortable save for De Hoey. It's their last 5 league games here. Mark Hughes with the acrobatic effort. His trademark over the years. Quite a few of them have flown into the back of the opposition net too. Not today. Rapidly approaching his 34th birthday. Oh, and here's Berger. Round the goalkeeper! And in! Patrick Berger has a hat-trick. And surely there's no way back, even with half an hour or so to play for Chelsea now, not with 10 men. It's a hat-trick for Patrick. And Liverpool lead by 3-1. That'll do nicely for Roy Evans. The save. Block was by Fowler. Here's Berger. Fowler! That's a popular goal for the Kop. And this time, the scorer of the hat-trick is the provider for Robbie Fowler. Speed of the break, too much for Chelsea to cope with. Will remain upfield now, given the match situation. There's Flo. wise. And Flo goes down under the challenge of Carragher. And nothing is given. Well, Chelsea might well have had a penalty in the first half, and they feel they should have had one in the second. Dennis Wise. Here's Flo. Goes down again. Oh, and this time it is a penalty. And what's more, it's a yellow card for the miscreant Jason McAteer. Well, was that any more of a penalty than the two that David Ellery turned down? This will merely be window dressing. Scant consolation. And that's if he scores. It's the Uruguayan, Gus Poyet, and it's 4-2. Which is perhaps a more accurate reflection of the way the game has gone. Bullet. Clark. Chelsea content just to play out time. They've accepted that they're second best on the day, not helped by the dismissal of Lombard. And Liverpool will be very content with the way things have panned out for them. Search to regain the league title. They've had to wait since 1990, but they must be in with a shout this year. A hat-trick from Berger, the centrepiece of an impressive victory today.